Alright guys, so today we're talking about budget optics. Well, I would have called this a budget optic back when I first got it in my hands, but I definitely wouldn't call it a budget optic now. You definitely get a budget price, but you're not sacrificing any quality at that low price point with these Riton optics. A buddy of mine sent this to me, Riton did not. I've got 3 Riton optics right now. I've got this X3 Tactix ARD, I've got a X7 Tactix low power variable optic 1:8, and then I've got one of their X5 Conquer 5-25s. I'm going to do a review on all 3, but I've had the most time with this one. I got this about 3 months ago, and I've ran it on 3 different weapon platforms. I ran it on my Daniel Defense 5.56 11.5 inch. I ran it on a CMMG Mark 10 10mm PCC, and I'm currently running on the CMMG Mark 47 7.62 by 39. I have had absolutely no issues with this thing since I've got it. It's built like a tank. Now, my T2 Micro is still my favorite red dot. It's my go-to. It'll stay on this 5.56. I don't plan on replacing it anytime. But looking back, if I knew what I knew about Riton, the price point on the aim point and the price point on this, I don't see any advantages of going with the aim point over the Riton, other than the fact of if you're an aim point fan or you just want that tried and true history of what aim point is, who's used them, and yeah, they're just tested all around the world for years. Military and everybody else loves aim point. It's a great optic. Riton's a newer company. Some people may be leery to jump into a budget optic from a newer company, but I can tell you right now, I'm not being paid to say it, I love this optic. I'm going to post some specs on the screen. I'm not going to bore you with length and weight. It's pretty much the same size as the T2 Micro. What I want to talk about is the things that set it apart for the price point. Now, this thing comes in at $349 MSRP on their website, but everybody that sells them for around 210 bucks. Now, this is their premium line of red dot. They have the X1 and the X3, and then when you get into their other optics, it goes all the way to X5, X7, X7 being the top tier for your rifle scopes. But this thing, I mean, it even looks kind of like the T2 Micro. The finish is the same. It's made out of the same aircraft grade T6 aluminum. It's a 2 MOA dot, just like the aim point. It does not say on their website that it's NVG capable like the aim point, but it is. I've thrown goggles behind it. It looks identical to having it behind the aim point. Now, with this, you get 6 power settings, and in between each power setting, you get an off setting. So you don't have to dial it all the way up like the aim point. Literally between each setting, it turns itself off. Now, battery life. A lot of budget optics or micro red dots don't have the battery life to stand up to the aim points. That T2 Micro has a 50,000 hour battery life. That's 5 years of on time. This doesn't have 50,000, but it's holding that 40,000 hours is what they're claiming on their website of battery on time. I've had it for 3 months, had it on the whole time, just to see if it got any weaker, it wasn't as bright. No issues in 3 months. Now, I wanted to abuse the hell out of this thing, but since it's not mine, I got to send it back. It did not go in any range bags or anything, just got thrown in and out of the truck every time I go to the range or go out shooting with it. And I've had no problems with 0 as well. Now, it also comes with a QD mount. You get a 1/3 lower co-witness QD mount attached to it in the box, ready to go on your rifle right out of the box. A lot of these high-end optics don't even come with a damn mount. You got to buy it, and they're 100, 200 bucks for a nice one. If you're going to spend a bunch of money on a good optic, you're going to want to spend a bunch of money on a good mount and not put a crappy mount on it. This mount is absolutely solid. I love it. It looks good, and it works good. You get half MOA clicks on your adjustment, and one of the things the T2 Micro has over this, and the version 1 of the Micro did not have, is it's got shoulders around your elevation adjustment in case you're running this into anything or you're beating it up, you don't knock one off. These seem pretty solid, but they do stick out. That might be something to note if that's a concern of yours, if you're going to be abusing the hell out of this optic. It comes with 2 lens covers, which are clear, so you can leave the covers on while you're shooting if you want to protect your lenses, or you can slide them off, take them off completely. The glass is absolutely crystal clear. There's no blue coating like the Trijicon MRO or some of these other optics, which I don't care for. When you look through this thing, it's like there's no glass there at all. You just see the dot. It is crazy how clear the glass is on this Optic. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about these. Have you had any time with any Riton optics, or do you plan on getting one? I'm not getting paid by them to say any of this. I don't get to keep this Optic, so I absolutely love it. As honest as I can be with you guys, if I had any other problems, I would definitely let you know. So if you liked the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button to help support the channel, hit the bell notification to get notified when we put out new content, and as always, we'll see you on the next one.